republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And unfortunately, there are not many members of Pearl Harbor left. Next year celebrates 75 years. So hopefully we don't lose too many veterans between that time. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Ms. Bonner?
Present.
Ms. Greenville?
Here.
Mr. Peppers?
Here.
Mr. Format?
Here.
Mr. Kovach?
Present.
Mr. Cubley?
Here.
Ms. McDougal?
Present.
Mr. Packer? Present. Mr. Porter?
Here.
Okay, we have a full house. Anyone who would like to reconsider prior action? Seeing none, we'll move on to the meeting minutes of November 16th. Ms. Hawks, please. Motion.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Packer?
Yes.
Ms. Greenville?
Yes.
Mr. Peppers?
Yes.
Mr. Horvath?
Abstain.
Mr. Kovach?
Yes.
Mr. Cubley?
Yes.
Ms. McDougal?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Bonner?
Abstain.
All right. The law director's report, Ms. Warner Benjamin.
Mayor's.
What did I say? Oh,
Mayor's
I was,
report.
I wasn't here last week. I really got thrown off.
I know the law director thinks sometimes I try to act as the lawyer, but I really try not to. Good evening.
Sorry.
First of all, we are finalizing our budget plan for presentation to you on December 21st for our 2016 budget. And along those lines, I want to welcome back Leah Solera from her maternity leave. We're thrilled to have you back. I wanted to bring you up to date on 911 issues. In light of state-mandated 911 funding changes, Aurora has been participating in discussions on 911 service with the County 911 Committee and with Streetsboro in particular for several years. A tentative plan was in the works for a shared operation, but that was ended Thanksgiving week when the county committee, on which Aurora had no representation, abruptly voted to end Aurora's status as a public safety answering point, or PSAP. I think that's what the acronym stands for, and directed that our 911 calls be handled by Streetsboro as of January 1, 2016. If you're shocked at learning this, don't be too shocked. We just learned it ourselves. In addition, the city learned that week that it would forfeit the 911 funding, which has been saved in the last several years, as of the new year. This is funding that the city has received and saved as we work on a new program for ourselves. We are urgently looking to establish our own new 911 system with the funding we have, and we'll hope to have a contract to council for approval at the December 21 meeting. My winter newsletter is completed and hopefully will go out the end of this week. We'll also put a copy on the city's website and have copies available here at City Hall. Thank you to everyone who assisted and participated in the holiday program this past Saturday, December 5th. Mark Howard and Marianne Paul from ACT did a wonderful job putting together the ACT holiday show, and kudos go to all the performers, including Vera Holzer and the Aurora School of Music and unaccompanied minors from the high school. And thank you to the Girl Scouts for decorating our tree, and of course also to Parks and Rec for all of the decorating they've been doing over the last several weeks, and to the chief who escorted Santa to the event, Chief Barnes. Since our last meeting, I've met with a few citizen representatives from various boards, spoke about leadership at the Star Boy Scout Troop meeting, and I also hosted a ribbon cutting for the new sidewalks on State Route 82, attended the Aurora Chamber Networking Luncheon, and the Aurora Historical Society's fundraiser for the Deed House. I too want to remember Pearl Harbor on this 74th anniversary. And as I told you, I think before, I had the opportunity to visit Pearl Harbor earlier this fall, and it was a riveting experience. The whole area has really been made into a monument that's very educational and takes you through that very, very black period in our history. Thank you to those veterans. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the mayor? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to the law director's report. Mr. DePiero has decided not to give him his verbally, but if there are any questions for Mr. DePiero, he will field those questions. Any questions for law director? All right, seeing none, we'll go on to the council president's report. Council is asked to support a motion to add ordinances 2015-159 through ordinance 2015-162 to the agenda. 159 is the income tax split, 160 is the IT services, 161 is the uniform bid award, and 162 is the dedication of Yorkshire Estates.
So moved.
Okay, we have a move and second to add those 4 items to the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, council is also asked to support a motion to amend the agenda by adding an executive session for employment after item 13. And action is anticipated when council returns to open session.
So moved.
We have a move and second to add that executive session. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? That motion's carried. And just a reminder, council's next meeting will be Monday, December 21st. And the swearing-in ceremony will take place on Monday, January 4th, 2016, at 6 p.m., with the organizational meeting following at 7 o'clock. Are there any questions for me at this time? All right. Seeing none, we will go on to tonight's agenda. As soon as I get things in order. Okay. All right. Citizens' comments. Anyone would like to comment on anything on tonight's agenda? Just walk forward and give the number of that piece of legislation. Anyone? Mr. Mazzaro?
Mr. Horvath, members of the council, my name is George Mazzaro, 186 Eldridge. On 2015-136, again, I think we should have some type of an explanation explaining why the changes are being made and under what authority. On 2015-144. I don't have any problem with getting rid of committees you're not using. I do have a problem with comments being made with reference to the committees. There was one comment made at the last meeting in reference to monitoring administration. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your responsibility to monitor the best services that can be found for the citizens of this community. So what's wrong with that? By not doing that, you have some antiquated buildings and haven't done anything with them. One thing the council has done here in the last few years is cost the city $100,000 plus in salaries. And I'm trying to figure out why. $9,000 a year plus the cost, it's over $100,000 cost to the city for you at this point. Some of your meetings, you talk about meetings, having meetings, 15-minute meetings. I don't understand why the cow meeting is so valuable. If we can have them in 15 minutes and everything's done and gone with, very little participation, but that's okay. I just want to make sure you understand that citizens have less time today than they did 20 years ago. standing at the podium when I first started here. On 147, riding on sidewalks, I don't have any problem with it, but I think we better start prioritizing who has the right on the sidewalk. If a mother's walking down with her 3 children and someone comes in the bike, who has the priority? The children walking or the one with the bike? The bike usually has the stronger priority because they do what they want to do and get away with it. But the point is, you know, putting bikes on sidewalks, I don't know why we call them sidewalks then. We should call them passageways or something like that. The sidewalk is where you walk, not where you ride a bike. But who cares? The young mothers and their children, are we saying only 2 wheels can run it? How about a tricycle? How about a wagon? Where are we going next with this? On 160, and that's the mirror facts. I've always complained about that. And now the law director is signing off on a proposal. Why? It's supposed to go up for bid, and it shouldn't have went up for bid? Is a proposal better than a bid? These are the types of things we spend $78,000 that per year for the next 2 years, or is that $78,000 for 2 years? It says 2 years, but it says I think it's 1 year. The way it's written out here, you have $78,000 for 2 years. Can somebody clarify that for me and make sure it's done? That's all I have at this time, Mr. Harper. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mazzaro. Anyone else? All right, seeing none, I'll go on to council. Council members, anyone who would like to comment on tonight's agenda? All right, seeing none, I will go on to tonight's legislation. Ordinance 2015-107 is from the Committee of the Whole and has been postponed. It's an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a Community Reinvestment Area CRA agreement with AVR Management LLC for a 75% 15-year abatement of real property taxes in accordance with the provisions of the city's Community Reinvestment Area known as CRA2, adopted by Ordinance 2004-186, amended by Ordinance 2011-88, and declaring emergency in order for the property owner to obtain financing and begin construction as soon as possible. We would like to vote on this evening.
Second.
We have a motion second, remove this from the agenda. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Vaca? Ms. Barner?
Yes.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Clifford?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ordinance 2015-107 is removed. Ordinance 2015-130 is from the Committee of the Whole and it is on third reading. It's an ordinance appropriating $20,000 from the General Fund Number 1 to reflect the $20,000 payment received by Drees Homes for the planting of trees in Yorkshire Estates. This will go on to third
Move to
reading.
adopt. Second.
This will-
This is the.
Oh, all right, we have a move and second to adopt. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Ms. McDougal?
Yes.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Clifford?
Yes.
Mr. Vaca? Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Barner?
Yes.
Ordinance 2015-130 is adopted. Ordinance 2015-135 is from the Committee of the Whole and is on second reading. It's an ordinance enacting a new chapter 5353, Parking Violations Bureau of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora and declare an emergency to have the Bureau effective January 1, 2016, and this will go on to third reading. Ordinance 2015-136 is from the Committee of the Whole and is on second reading. It's an ordinance enacting a new chapter 188, City of Aurora Income Tax of the codified ordinances substantially in the form attached here to of the City of Aurora and declaring an emergency as the chapter must be in place by January 1, 2016 to be in compliance with state law. And this will go on to third reading. Ordinance 2015-137 is from the Mayor, Horvat, and Cudley. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's reappointment of Ms. Kim Pease to Aurora's Tree Commission for the term ending December 31, 2019, and declaring an emergency as the current term expires December 31st, 2015. And council desires to confirm this reappointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Tree Commission in accordance with Chapter 955 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora, and the mayor's asked for suspension.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt, to suspend.
Move to.
Ms. McDougall, or all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Second.
Move and second to adopt, Ms. McDougall, or Mr. Vaca, sorry.
We look almost alike. I'd like to say of all the, and the next person on the list, these are hardworking people that work on this commission. There's a lot to be said about trees and their usefulness. And I've worked with these people now for over 4 years, and you cannot beat them when it comes to working together and getting the job done. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments from the public on 137? I'd see none. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Vaca?
Yes.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Hafford?
Yes.
Mr. Horvath?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Cudley?
Yes.
Ms. McDougal?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Ms. Barner?
Okay, ordinance 2015-137 is adopted. Ordinance 2015-138 is from the mayor, Horvat, and Cudley. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's reappointment of Ms. Martha Sickinger to Aurora's Tree Commission for the term ending December 31, 2019, and declaring an emergency as the current term expires December 31, 2015. And council desires to confirm this reappointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Tree Commission in accordance with Chapter 955 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora, and the mayor's asked for suspension.
So moved.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried.
Second. Adopt.
We have a move and second to adopt. Mr. Vaca?
Again, same kudos to Ms. Sickinger, who happens to be in the audience. I happened to work with her. I believe I got her on this commission. I recommend her to this position. It's one of the best moves that I had ever made as a councilman. And I really appreciate the time and the effort. She's up at the Mobius Nature Center just about every day. If I want to get her, I have to go up there and see her. But she is one great asset to this committee. And the next one, Rob Swaney, I'll get it out of the way. Rob is also one of the finest that you could work with on this commission. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vaca. Any comments from the public? Okay, seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Cudley?
Yes.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Hafford?
Yes.
Mr. Horvath?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Ms. McDougal? Yes. Mr. Vaca?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Ms. Barner?
Yes.
All right, resolution 2015-138 is adopted. Ms. Sickinger, congratulations, and thank you. Appreciate it. Resolution 2015-139 is from the mayor, Horvat, and Cudley, as on second reading. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's reappointment of Mr. Rob Swaney to Aurora's Tree Commission for the term ending December 31, 2019, and declaring an emergency as the current term expires December 31st, 2015. Council desires to confirm this reappointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Tree Commission in accordance with Chapter 955 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora, and this on second reading.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried.
Move to adopt.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Yes.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Hafford?
Yes.
Mr. Horvath?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Cudley?
Yes.
Ms. McDougal? Yes. Mr. Vaca?
Yes.
Ms. Barner?
Yes.
Okay, Ordinance, or Resolution 2015-139 is adopted. Resolution 2015-140 is from the mayor, Horvat, and Cudley. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's reappointment of Mr. Anthony Graham to Aurora's Board of Zoning Appeals for the term ending December 31, 2019, and declare an emergency as the current term expires December 31, 2015. Council desires to approve this appointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure continuity of the Board of Zoning Appeals in accordance with Chapter 1137 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora, and the mayor's asked for suspension.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Ms. McClure? Yes. Mr. Vaca? Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Garner? Yes. Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Patrick?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Resolution 2015-140 is adopted. Resolution 2015-142 is from the Mayor Horvat and Cudley. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's reappointment of Mr. David Wong to Aurora's Audit Committee for the term ending December 31, 2018, and declaring an emergency as the current term expires December 31, 2015, and council desires to confirm this reappointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Audit Committee in accordance with Chapter 125 of the Code of Ordinances, Codified Ordinances of the City of Aurora. The mayor's asked for suspension.
So, second.
I have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Move to adopt.
Motion carried. We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Ms. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Garner? Yes. Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Ms. McClure? Yes. Mr. Vaca?
Yes.
Okay. Resolution 2015-142 is adopted. Resolution 2015-143 is from the Mayor Horvat and Cudley. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's reappointment of Mr. Frank Vitale to Aurora's Audit Committee for the term ending December 31, 2017, and declare an emergency as the current term expires December 31, 2015. And council desires to confirm this reappointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Audit Committee in accordance with Chapter 125 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora, and the mayor's asked for
So
suspension.
moved.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Vaca? Yes. Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Cudley?
Yes.
Ms. McClure? Yes. Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Garner? Yes. Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Patrick?
Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2015-143 is adopted. Ordinance 2015-144 is from the Committee of the Whole and is on second reading. It's an ordinance amending multiple sections of Chapter 121 Council Rules of Aurora's Codified Ordinances to reflect the elimination of standing committees of City Council and declare an emergency in order for the new rules to be in place prior to the 2016 organizational meeting. And the President has asked for suspension.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion
Move
carried.
to adopt.
We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Vaca? Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Garner? Yes. Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Patrick?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Cudley?
Yes.
Yes.
Ordinance 2015-144 is adopted. Ordinance 2015-145 is from the Committee of the Whole and it is on second reading. It's an ordinance accepting the quotation of and authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Roland Specialty Vehicles and Products Incorporated in the amount of $53,462.70, which is through the state term pricing contract for the purchase of 3 Stryker medical cots for the use by the fire department, taking $50,573 from the fire paramedic levy number 39, and additional appropriation of $2,890 from the fire paramedic levy fund number 39, and declare an emergency to expedite the purchase of emergency medical equipment. The mayor's asked for suspension.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Move to
Motion
adopt.
carried.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt. Ms. Hawks, or any comments from the public? Seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell? Mr. Gould?
Yes.
Ms. Barner? Yes. Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Pepper?
Yes.
Yes.
Ordinance 2015-145 is adopted. Ordinance 2015-146 is from the Committee of the Whole and is on second reading. It's an ordinance accepting the quotation of and authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Fire Force Incorporated in the amount of $29,500 for the purchase of 5 self-contained breathing apparatuses and 5 spare bottles for use by the fire department, taking necessary funds from the Fire Paramedic Levy Fund number 39, and declare an emergency to expedite the purchase of the emergency medical equipment. The mayor's asked for suspension.
So
So
moved.
moved.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Yes. Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Pepper?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell? Mr. Gould?
Yes.
Ms. Barner? Yes.
Ordinance 2015-146 is adopted. Chief, you have a bunch of new toys now. Okay. Yes. Ordinance 2015-147 is from the Committee of the Whole and is on second reading. It's an ordinance repealing the current section 373.10, riding on sidewalks of Aurora's codified ordinances and declaring an emergency to ensure the safety of bicyclists in the community. This will go on to third reading. Resolution 2015-150 is from the Mayor of Grandillo and Horvat, is on first reading. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's appointment of Ms. Sarah Gilmore to Aurora's Planning Commission for the term ending December 31, 2019, and declaring an emergency as the current term expires December 31, 2015. And council desires to confirm this appointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Planning Commission in accordance with Article 13 of the Charter of the City of Aurora. And the mayor has asked for suspension.
So moved.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Move to adopt.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Gould?
Yes.
Mr. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Conley?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Blackwell? Yes. Ms. Barner? Yes.
Resolution 2015-150 is adopted. Resolution 2015-151 is from Horvat, the Mayor Horvat and Cudley. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's appointment of Mr. Jason Coleman to membership on Aurora's Landmark Commission for the term ending December 31, 2018, and declare an emergency as the current term expires December 31, 2015, and council desires to confirm this appointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Landmark Commission in accordance with Chapter 183 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora. Mayor's asked for suspension.
So moved.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell? Mr. Gould?
Yes.
Ms. Barner? Yes. Mr. Hack?
Yes.
Mr. Horvath?
Yes.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Conley?
Yes.
Resolution 2015-151 is adopted. Resolution 2015-152 is from the Mayor, Horvat, and Cudley. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's reappointment of Ms. Deborah Davis to Aurora's Tree Commission for the term ending December, and that should be 31, 2019, and declaring an emergency as the current term expires December 31, 2015. Council desires to confirm this reappointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Tree Commission in accordance with Chapter 955 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora. Mayor's asked for suspension.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carried.
Second.
We have a move and second to adopt. Mr. Vaca.
This is the final chapter. By the way, these, Ms. Sickinger and I and Ms. Davis all come from Ward 1. It seems like half of the commission is made from the neighborhood, and she is a tremendous president, and she's been running she's been the head of this commission now for about 4 to 6 years. Again, this is another hardworking, dedicated person that truly loves what she does in this, with trees, flowers, and such for the city. So I recommend that we vote for her also. Thank you.
Any comments from the public? Seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Vaca?
Yes.
Ms. McDougal? Yes. Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Farmer?
Yes.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Patrick?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacs?
Yes. Yes.
Resolution 2015-152 is adopted. Resolution 2015-153 is from the Mayor Horvat and Cudley, and it is on first reading. It's a resolution confirming the mayor's appointment of Mr. Thomas Carr as an alternate to Aurora's Board of Zoning Appeals for the term ending December 31, 2019, and declaring emergencies. The current term expires December 31, 2015, and council desires to approve this appointment at the earliest possible opportunity to ensure the continuity of the Board of Zoning Appeals in accordance with Chapter 1137 of the codified ordinances of the City of Aurora. The mayor has asked for suspension. Have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Ms. Carter?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Patrick?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacs?
Yes.
Mr. Cousins?
Yes.
Ms. McDougal? Yes. Mr. Wolf?
Okay, Resolution 2015-153 is adopted. Ordinance 2015-154 is from the Committee of the Whole. It's an ordinance amending Section 111.01C 4, Parks and Recreation Charges Schedule of Charges of Aurora's codified ordinances, and this will go on to second reading. Ordinance 2015-155 is from Planning Commission, is on first reading. It's an ordinance amending Section 157.05, application fee of Aurora's codified ordinances, and this will go on to second reading. Ordinance 2015-156 is from Planning Commission. It's an ordinance amending Section 1101.09 fees, deposits, and guarantees of Aurora's codified ordinances, and this will go on to second reading. Ordinance 2015-157 is from Planning. It's an ordinance amending Section 1135.04 zoning fees of Aurora's codified ordinances, and this will go on to second reading. Ordinance 2015-158 is from Planning. It's an ordinance repealing the current Section 1329.01 fee schedule and enacting a new schedule, or new Section 1329.01 fee schedule, substantially in the form attached hereto of Aurora's codified ordinances, and this will go on to second reading. Ordinance 2015-159 is from the Committee of the Whole, and it's an ordinance authorizing the mayor and finance director to compensate the Aurora Board of Education in the amount of $77,511, which is its portion of the income tax received from tax abatements granted on commercial and industrial properties for 2015. $87,500 less the cost due the city for providing 2 school resource officers for the district at $80,000, taking the necessary funds from the Capital Improvement Fund number 60, and declaring an emergency as the city is required to disperse these funds prior to year end, and this will go on the second reading. Ordinance 2015-160 is from the Committee of the Whole. It's an ordinance accepting the proposal of and authorizing the mayor to enter into contract with Mirafx Systems LLC to provide information technology managed services for 2016 through 2017 calendar year in the amount of $78,540 annually, with the option to renew the contract for 2018 calendar year at the same price, taking the necessary funds from General Fund Number 1 and declaring an emergency as the current contract expires December 31 through 2015, and this will go on to second reading. Ordinance 2015-161 is from the Committee of the Whole. It is on first reading. It's an ordinance selecting the bid of and awarding a contract to Aramark as the best bid, rejecting all other bids, authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Aramark for city uniforms pursuant to the pricing on the attached bid tab, and having the option to renew the contract for the second and third year in accordance with the attached bid amounts, and taking the necessary funds from the General Fund Number 1, Water Fund 70, Sewer Number 72, Parks and Recreation Number 78 funds, and declaring an emergency as the current contract expires in early 2015. The mayor's asked for suspension.
Second.
We have a move and second to suspend. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carried. We have a move and second to adopt. Any comments from the public? Seeing none, Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Kovak?
Yes.
Mr. Vaca? Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Garner?
Yes.
Ms. Randillo?
Yes.
Mr. Petters?
Yes.
Mr. Horvath?
Yes.
Mr. Public?
Yes.
And Ms. McDaniel?
Ordinance 2015-161 is adopted. Ordinance 2015-162 is from the Committee of the Whole and is on first reading. It's an ordinance accepting for dedication Lexington Way and Yorkshire Drive, both of which are part of Yorkshire Estates, for recording as public streets in the city of Aurora, and declare an emergency to include these roads in the city services schedule. And this will go on the second reading. Wow. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. All right, citizens' comments. Anyone in the audience would like to comment on anything, you will have 2 minutes. Just come to the podium and you'll be recognized. Anyone? Sir? I'll need your name and address, please.
Don Genovese, 1121 Orchard.
Thank you.
I was here last meeting and brought up a problem that we have with a stop sign on Orchard Avenue in regards to the safety of my getting in and out of my driveway as well as my neighbors. I was wondering if anything was done with that. Said we were going to review it, take a look at it. We're going to study it. I don't know what was done.
After you're done, we'll go to the law director. Okay? Anyone else? Mr. Mazzaro?
All right, members of council, my name is George Mazzaro, 186 Eldridge. I just want to say thank you. We finally got our leaves picked up after 4 weeks, and the staff was allowed to work overtime to do it. But I thank you very much, Mayor, whoever did it, but the fact is, the leaves are finally picked up after 4 weeks. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? All right, seeing none, Mr. DePiero, you want to comment on the stop
Thank you,
sign?
Mr. President. Yes, the gentleman asked about the stop signs. My office did talk with Justin Checkeye, the city engineer. His office is going to do an analysis to determine whether an official study would be done, but hopefully we'll have an answer for you the next meeting. Mr. President?
It was my understanding we were going to look.
Sir?
Mr.
Sir,
President?
I'll let Mr. DePiero comment.
Sir, I indicated, I talked to the city engineer who's in charge of whether or not, to do the analysis to determine whether a study's going to be made. So we did make contact. He is looking at the area. That's the appropriate way to go about it. We'll have an answer for you in 2 weeks, like I indicated. So something was done at your request.
Thank you. Bless you. Anyone else? All right, seeing none, council members, we'll start with Mr. Hatridge.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd just like to comment on Aurora Lake Road. I did a detour going shopping today and drove down there. Wow. What a difference. My gosh, it was smooth. I won't go on. But anyway, It was really, really nice. I couldn't believe it. I went down twice, as a matter of fact, Mr. True. So, and then I do have a question though. Driving to the meeting tonight, I came up at Aurora Road by the school streets that cross there. Those big generators, I don't know what they're called, the electrical things there. There's a drilling rig there. Does anybody have any idea why they're drilling right there?
Mr. President of the Council, if they're drilling directional boring, maybe, probably gas line tie-ins or something, or renewable service. That's what I would imagine would be it. I'll check the permits and let you know.
Okay.
If they should have been pulled. That's usually what occurs when we see such equipment like that on the side of the road.
Well, no, it's on the Dominion, is that Ohio, East Ohio?
Ohio Edison.
Ohio Edison,
Now,
yeah.
they may be doing some transformer repair work there also.
Drilling down? I mean, it looked like a,
Sometimes underground services coming from those neighborhoods.
okay. It looked like the gas ring, John, that's what it looked like. So, okay.
Ms.
Thank you.
McDougall?
Yes, thank you. A couple things. First of all, I just, to Mr. True, Robin Hood and Sherwood, are there plans in the future to pave those? I've just been on those streets recently and noticed the condition of them.
Mr.
Yes.
True?
To the councilwoman, they're not planned to be paved next year, but we are currently having all roads rated. We'll bring a proposal to you to get those roads rated, and they will be scored and a PCR rating given to them. I would imagine in the next 2 to 3 years, maybe. There are far worse roads than Robin and Sherwood. Very good pavement, very good base. We have a lot of other areas that will be done first, but we'll maintain them and patch them as appropriate.
Okay. And then just to the public, Coats for Kids is going on right now. If you have a new or gently used coat, please drop it off at Howard Hanna till the end of the year, and it stays local in our county, so those coats will go to kids that could use a warm coat. So please participate if you can. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Vaca?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To our previous speaker in regards to leaves, you got to do what I do. I don't give the leaves to the city. I give them a lot, but I won't give them my leaves. I take them, chop them up, and recycle them, and by the end of next summer, they're ready for mulch for my flower beds. So think about that. If you've got flowers, take them to the backyard, chop them up, and let them sit over the winter, and they're ready to go by spring. In regards to the previous speakers, also about the stop sign, I had a conversation with Mr. True the other day. Unfortunately, I was not able to make contact with either one of these fellows because they weren't home. Mr. True and I discussed it. He told me the same thing in reference to the engineer looking over it. If this does not pan out with a stop sign, the possibility of maybe putting up a hidden driveway sign as approaching might work. I don't know if it will or not, but that's one thing we can do in lieu of a stop sign if it cannot be put up. So have been working on it. I know it doesn't sound like it's going to be good, but you got to do something with it. I had that experience of trying to back out of his driveway. I know what he's talking about. I'm in a high-profile truck, and I still had a problem getting out. I get out so far into the road that I have to pull back in. So he does have an issue. Him and Mr. White also has an extreme issue. And in some degree, across the street, at the north side of Orchard has a little bit of a visibility problem. So hopefully we can come up with something with the engineering study on this, and maybe we can get this over. And finally, there's a young lady in the back there. I'd like her to come up and introduce herself. She is with the high school, and she's here for government. And she needs a little bit of recognition because she spent her Monday night here at City Hall.
Ma'am, if you give your name and address, please.
I'm too short, sorry. Ann Kubek, 700 Wheatfield Drive. My name's Ann Kubek. I go to Notre Dame Cathedral Latin out in Chardon. I am a senior, and I am going to, I don't know where I'm going to college yet. I'm looking to go far away, possibly Loyola of New Orleans, Florida Gulf Coast, Lourdes University, and possibly Academy of Art University in Los Angeles. I mean, not Los Angeles, sorry. I forget where. Sorry. I'm looking to study communication, media study, or possibly a nuclear physicist. So those are my options. Thank you.
Did you learn anything?
You guys go really fast. That's what I learned.
Sorry. Sorry, I guess that's my fault.
I mean, you gotta learn to keep up. So it's okay.
Well, you
Thank
kept
you.
up, right?
Decently.
Thank you. Best of
Thank
luck.
you.
Ms. Barner?
Thank you, President. I just wanted to make a comment on how beautiful the city does look. The signs, obviously, the historical signs are just so quaint and charming, but the way it's decorated, it just looks exquisite. I've had an opportunity to drive through a lot of towns recently with just getting back to work, and I've always been proud to be a citizen of Aurora, and just during this holiday spirit, it looks just gorgeous. So thank you, Parks and Recs, and thanks to all the citizens who obviously keep our city looking beautiful. I also had an opportunity to present an idea to Mr. Kraus, who is the Director of Park and Recs, and hopefully, if we have anybody watching and there's any interest in putting together a flag football program for our older kids in junior high to high school. So if there's some interest, please contact Mr. Kraus. Hopefully not giving more to your agenda. Anywho, thank you very much, and thank you for all who come to the meeting this evening as well.
Mr. Kovach?
Mr. President, I just want to encourage council to really look at the new 9/11 system, and when it comes to council for approval, I think this would be very beneficial for our city. So when it comes on the 21st, I think we should really support this. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Kraus, thank you for a great time on Saturday evening. Ms. Martin, thank you very much for pitching in also. We appreciate it. All right, we will move on to executive session. So I could need someone to
Mr. Horvath?
make a motion.
I would move that we enter into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 12122 G1 to consider the employment of a public employee.
Thank you. Is there a second? We have a move and second, and we move into executive session. Ms. Hawks, please call the roll.
Mr. Finley?
Yes.
Mr. Vaca? Mr. Gould?
Yes.
Ms. Barner?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Mr. Horvath? Mr.
Yes.
Kovach?
Yes.
Ms. McDougal?
Okay, we will be back in. I'm anticipating maybe 15 minutes.